Well, it looks like Justin Flynn is actually building a team, though. Hey. Alright, so welcome everybody. I'm DKG Zavos. We're doing multi-battles today. We're just digging around. Hope everybody's having a good day. Hope everybody's having a good time. I'd really like to go for some sort of fighting move, or maybe a quick attack, just to get that Ambipom out of here. I don't know. Getting rid of that Ambipom would be really nice. But I know that it's going to use Fake Out on one of our two Pokemon. He's going to get that normal gem power up there. This is probably a Mega Absol. God, I love the animations in this game. The fact that they got the shadows down, everything. This game looks awesome. I don't know if I've mentioned that enough, guys, but they did an amazing, amazing job building up this game. Just from the ground up, an almost complete overhaul in design. Alright, who's that going to be on? Looks like Absol. Ooh. Chestnut absorbing that like a champ. That's unfortunate. I was really hoping that I was going to be able to do a little bit more damage with that U-turn. Didn't happen. I should have seen that Leech Seed coming from a mile away. Silly. Should have seen that Leech Seed coming. If I had seen that Leech Seed coming, I would have gone into Venusaur, and then Venusaur would have absorbed it. No big deal. Again, I want to deal with that Ambipom. I wanted to get it out of there. Didn't want to have it set up anything else. There are just enough things that it can do that I didn't want to deal with it. So the taunt goes on me, just so that I can't set up Swords Dance anymore. Which makes sense. So I don't know what's going to come out next. But it looks like that Slowbro. That Slowbro is tough. He's a really good competitor. And so now we could go for U-turn, we could go for Bullet Punch, but really it just seems like the best move to try and switch out. Knowing that I've got a teammate that's really low on health. Woodhammer by Absol. Absol's really frail. Has a pretty decent attack stat, but I mean it's still... Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Whew. Special defense bulk on that Venusaur really coming in handy. Because this is not our Mega right now. It will be Mega'd soon, but it's definitely not at the moment. And that kind of thing is just really rough. It's really weird because the way that they designed Venusaur is definitely modeled after a toad. So you'd almost think that it was going to be something a little different, but it's alright. Aerodactyl going to bring out the pressure. I'm kind of expecting a spiky shield out of Chestnut. That's why I'm not aiming after Chestnut. The Assault Vest that I know is on that Slowbro, which, I mean, just a really fun all-out Assault play on that. But the Aerodactyl, the Fake Out's almost a little wasted on Aerodactyl, but it's alright. More taunt action going on. Now I really have to think about this, because I don't want to leave Venusaur in, so I'm pretty sure the Aerodactyl, it's going to be a Mega, so I'm not 100% positive what that Aerodactyl is going to come in with, but if it's got any sort of flying move, then Venusaur is not going to be able to handle it. That Bold Nature only goes so far. Mega Aerodactyl's got a really nice attack stat. And, I mean, they're just, I can't stay in against that. I can't stay in against some sort of air, what is it? The air move, the flying move that never misses. Aerial Ace, that's the one. Aerial Ace. Yeah. Oh, man. Just to reiterate how much I love this game. I really do. This game is just fantastic. I mean, the fact that we've got animated sprites, I mean, you can see the Venusaur. The Venusaur's from last generation, and you can just, there's no comparing the previous generation to this one as far as how good it looks. They look amazing. Ice Shard on Aerodactyl takes it out, 4 times weakness. Really nice. Chestnut coming out with his Leech Seed. Looks like Chestnut's really walling everything out. One thing that I'm learning about twos is that I think that the bulkier team tends to do a little better. Some of your ones, late game sweepers, so like your Talonflames, your Gengars, everything like that, those don't do as well, it doesn't seem, in this game, in twos. So this meta is just not really built for those really quick, really hard hitters. So I don't expect something like Jolteon to do that well, just because the prevalence of something like Earthquake. Talonflame I don't think even does that well in doubles, because the ability to revenge kill it right away is just, I mean, I don't know. I was expecting a spiky shield. I wanted to go U-turn again on Chestnut. Even though it didn't do that much the first time, I just kind of expected it. I don't know. But now that Slowbro's stuck in here, he's not going to be able to switch out and get more health back. That's the amount of health that he's going to have for the rest of the game. I'm a little surprised I haven't seen Earthquake come out of the Sandslash, but I'm also really thankful that Earthquake hasn't come out of the Sandslash. Just considering the fact that my Venusaur is weak to Earthquake. It's going to take damage. He's a poison type that touches the ground. He's got thick fat, so he resists 2 of his weaknesses, being ice and fire. He's also got a pretty good defense and special defense, especially with the bold nature that gives him, it balances out. Bulletproof, no sludge bomb, because it's a bomb. Bulletproof is pretty cool, so Bullet Seed doesn't work. Bullet Punch doesn't work? I don't think. I don't think Bullet Punch works on Bulletproof. So that's a little disappointing. Got my thinking face on. The taunt really messes it up because now I can't really hit Chestnut with anything, and I think that might have been kind of planned out that way. Especially if you know how my Venusaur is built, taunt really works well against, I mean, the Venusaur against Chestnut. Sludge Bomb, Sludge Bomb won't hit because of Bulletproof. So all I've got is Energy Ball. What's up? How's it going, everybody? Oh, stretch it out. My nice squeaky chair. Oh, yes, the squeaky chair. Squeaky chairs are the best chairs. I don't know what we're waiting 4, but somebody needs to make a move. It says communicating, please stand by, so we are please standing by. There it goes. So, with taunt, Venusaur doesn't hit at all. Oh, ho, ho. Awesome. Now the taunt should be wearing off sometime soon. And then with Weevil stealing that Rocky helmet, that's pretty cool. You don't see Weevil in battle that often, so you don't get to see that kind of thing. Nobody's doing any direct damage. I'm probably going to get taunted this turn. So this Weevil might stay alive. It's going to get one more revenge shot in. And because Chestnut doesn't have Rocky Helmet anymore, he's not as big of a threat. Rocky Helmet against a physical wall, Scissor really struggles. Really struggles against physical walls with any damage return. Like Rocky Helmet, Iron Barbs, anything like that. It would be easier to make a Google Doc, but the problem is that if somebody comes in and edits that Google Doc, then they're going to be able to access everybody else's friend code, and it kind of defeats the purpose. That is unfortunately the issue with that. But it looks like I'm going to have a little bit of free reign to set up the Scissor. I feel like... I feel like if he brought that Arcanine in, that's probably what's coming out next. So now I'm just going to have to do... Now I'm just going to have to do damage immediately. But the problem with that Google Doc is that, like, even if you're giving people permission to access it, it's still giving people access to the friend codes. So that's why I haven't even, like, considered it yet. But if I give them access to sign up, then they're still going to have access to everybody else's friend code. And it's, like, it's still a dual threat thing. The biggest thing that I need to do is get a Nightbot or something like that. If I get a Nightbot or something like that, then I can get the sign-ups going. But the Google Docs, it's the fact that they're going to have, everybody's going to have access to everybody else's friend code at that point. And again, with standard internet safety protocol, you don't want to give people information inadvertently. So giving people access to everybody's friend code, I just don't want to do that. Oh. I don't know. Having a Dropbox doesn't make... Like, I don't know. Private messages aren't that hard. I think Dropboxes are a little more difficult. Google Documents are a little more difficult than just using a private message. Private messages on Twitch are pretty easy because you're already on Twitch. So I think Nightbot would be pretty easy just because everybody that wanted to sign up would just be able to put, like, exclamation point sign up. And then you'd be able to get a list. And then we don't have to worry about the fact that people would put themselves at the top of the list instead of at the bottom of the list. We wouldn't have to moderate how much that's being edited. We wouldn't have to copy and paste it all the time just to make sure that nobody's hacking, or not hacking, but cheating their turn ahead. Yeah, so using Dropbox wouldn't be much different than using private message. Ah, this matchup again. Damn. I know I'm going to move second, but I know he can't take me out right away. I got 2 turns on this pinsir. 2 or 3. I got 2 or 3 turns on this pinsir. I don't think I got... I'm not going to be able to Oko. I'm at full health. But he might hit me with a close combat. So using Sword Stance will double your attack. So if you're only going to survive 2 turns, personal opinion, I'd rather go for using the attack twice. That way you've got twice the chance to use a crit or get a crit, instead of using one and throwing that Hail Mary. So if you know, but I mean, this pinsir, I thought it was going to be a 3-hit KO. I didn't think it was going to be a 2-KO. Wait, what? I didn't expect Quick Attack to do that much damage. Oh, man. Oh, no. Pinsir wins. Pinsir wins. GG. Mega Pinsir pretty good. And quick. That's probably the biggest thing about Mega Pinsir is that he's quick.